All right, Josh. So, what made you get into the auto glass business?
To be honest with you, I saw how much fun and successful my cousin was, and I thought I wanted to give it a shot.
You want to do the same thing, huh?
Yeah, I thought he had all kinds of free time. He went to lunch every day. He was out having a good time. I thought, man, that looks like
That's
something I could
gotta
get
be
into.
it, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
How's that played out for you?
Not at all like I thought. We're not.
You're not going out to lunch every day. Don't have
No,
all the free time.
no free time. I should say not no free time, but minimal free time and a lot more work.
A lot more than you thought,
Yeah,
huh?
for sure. Way, way more intense than I expected it to be.
So, what? How'd that work out? Like, so your cousin's doing it, and then like, was he doing it local, or how? I guess because you have a franchise, right? So I guess I
Yep.
don't completely know the context of how you ended up getting into what you're doing.
My cousin has our own Novus for 15 years,
Okay.
and he moved to South Carolina, and I think he realized quickly that it's hard to run a business
Yeah.
from another state, let alone across the country.
Sounds good, but doesn't always work out the way you
and
hope.
so he told me he was going to sell, and this was like October of 17.
Okay.
I got married in November of 18 or 17 and bought a business December of 17.
Total life changed.
Yep.
In like
So I
3
thought,
months.
well, if he can run it from South Carolina, I could run it from working at the waterworks.
Yeah.
And that worked for like 4 months.
And then it just became too much, or
I went drag racing. I went to the Spring Fling Million in 2018. And when I came home, I had one employee. All the employees quit.
how many were there when you took over the business?
I believe I had like 7, 8.
Yeah.
And when I came home Monday or Sunday and came to work Monday, I had a receptionist left.
Ouch.
Yep. So she's been with us from day one. She's the only one that stayed.
She wasn't. She loves the business. She's part of it.
Yep. She's been my ride or die. She's been with us from day one. Like, she is honestly what she keeps us going.
Yeah.
I tell everyone she's the real boss.
She's really running this thing.
Yeah,
huh?
she's the one that takes the phone calls, books the jobs, schedules them. Like, I just install.
So you thought, you had a great job.
I had a very
And
good job.
You just saw an opportunity, and maybe I can own a business and kind of make some of that money while you're not there, type of
Yeah,
thing that
I thought
everybody
that
thinks
I
they can.
could make that like mailbox money,
Yeah.
they call it, right?
Right.
Like, you're not there and you get to make some. And I had a really good job at the waterworks. I had no intentions of leaving at all. Like, I thought I was retiring there, but that did not work out at all.
Yeah. So for those that might not know, I mean, you worked at the waterworks here locally, and kind of tell us about how long you'd been there, what you did there, like how good of a job was it? Like you said, you thought that was going to be the forever thing, and I knew you working there for quite some time, right?
I worked there for 12 years. So I
crazy.
started mowing grass. I started right out of high school as part-time. I mowed grass for all the different locations. And then I started to read meters. And then, I would call it a really good job opened up to do HVAC.
Yeah.
So it was an apprentice program through them. So I did that. And the only drawback to that job was if you did not get your journeyman's license, or at that time you had to get a master's
Okay.
in HVAC, you got fired if you did not
Oh,
pass
wow.
the tests. And I figured, heck, I'm 20 years old, like, I could start over, right?
Yeah, like
And
might as
so
well try for it.
I worked there for 12 and a half years. I got my master's in HVAC. I did building maintenance, so like we installed from chillers to fixing doors, urinals, like anything that pretty much they needed done in their buildings, we did.
Yeah.
And the opportunity presented itself to buy my cousin's business, and I truly thought, like, man, I'll work here. I had a good gig. I can make a little extra. Like, man, it'll be perfect.
No problem. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just it didn't work like that.
Yeah.
Which, now knowing what I know, I am beyond grateful it did not work out like that.
Yeah, right. The world will point you in a direction, and although
sure.
you might not know what ride it's going to give you, but
Yeah, I can remember, like, when I was, like I said, freshly married.
yeah,
My wife laid in bed at night crying because she had no idea. I didn't know how to install a window at all. Had no idea how to do
yeah.
it. I knew how to wash the window.
Kind of like
'cause-
what did we?
what did I
we
just
do?
bite off? And so I would,
Been around cars all your life.
yeah, for
But-
sure. I raced. I've worked on cars, but
Not windows.
I've never installed a windshield.
Not a windshield for
No.
sure. Huh?
And so I would lay in bed at night and take my list of jobs home, and I would watch YouTube.
Yep.
I'm self-taught. Like
Yep.
I did not, no one taught me
how to install
for
in XYZ vehicle.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Without YouTube, I'd have been in big trouble.
Or how to remove.
Well, the removal part's
Not too bad.
no. And my uncle worked for my cousin. That was his son that owned it. So when I got it, he pretty much taught me, like he didn't install them. He knew the principle and the concept behind it, but he was really good at like taking the cowls apart and taking the wipers off and changing door glass and regulators. And so once I learned like the procedure of how to cut it out and how to install it, he showed me the rest.
Yeah.
So
thank goodness for
thank goodness for my uncle, man.
for some good people and that are willing to jump in and help when needed. Right?
Yep. And there were lots of people, man, that told me to don't do it.
Like don't buy it or
no, don't. So I told
after it was too late.
After I had owned it, they're like, just stay at the waterworks. We'll sell it. We'll get we'll get what we can out of it, and that's that. And I thought, man,
cut your losses, move on. But
if
keep
those
what's
guys
good.
could do it, so could I.
Yeah, and I think I kind of went through that same thing with starting like jumping ship from like being at Vestas and having a good job, and it's that company, Board of Waterworks, those are some of the companies in Pueblo that like when people, man, those are good jobs, right? Like locally, those like if you get a good job there, it's good jobs. Like people are there their entire lives and they make a good income, they have good benefits. Like it's hard to walk away from. But if it's not that wasn't for you, like that was great. But then like you also have enough entrepreneurial like go get it type of thing that when you rolled into the glass, you're like, nah, we'll figure it out.
For sure, man.
Go make it work and.
Yeah, totally. Like,
hopefully I can make what I made there.
That was my goal.
Yeah.
Like I called a few glass companies. They're like one-man bands, that worked for my cousin.
Gotcha.
Kind
of like in a subcontract manner, or
no, just to pick their brain to say like, okay, hey, this is what I make at the water company. Do you think I can? Do you think I can like keep up? Can I make that?
Is that real money for?
And they're like, yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah. So, I thoroughly enjoy a challenge.
Yeah. Like
wholeheartedly. Like if you tell me I can't do it,
all right, I'll figure it out. Let's go try to do this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I have a lot more gray hair than I ever had working at the waterworks, but
is that age or is that stress?
Probably a little of both.
Yeah, probably, right?
But it's changed my life.
Yeah.
Like I'll never go back to work for someone.
Yeah.
I'm working for Josh for the rest of my life.
Yeah, there's a business guy that says, to work for yourself, you'll work 100 hours so you don't have to go work 40.
Well, do you watch Shark Tank?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Mark Cuban said he'll work 100 hours a week for $50,000 before he works 40 hours a week for $100,000 for someone else.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's and that's kind of how I feel now.
Takes a special mindset, special person, a lot of stress.
Oh yeah, if
some anxiety,
it takes a special human to own a business. Yeah. There's no doubt. Like you have to be able your tolerance for stress and adversity and rolling with the punches has to be higher than the average.
Did you think like younger while you're going through like working at the waterworks stuff that you were going to own a business one day? Was that ever like really a thing? It was
never in my mind. So like a little back, I didn't have like I grew up poor. Yeah. There's just no doubt. Like we didn't have it. And so when I got to the waterworks, dude, that was like the big leagues. Like I made $85,000 a year. Like
I'm making money. I can do what I want.
Yeah, I work 7 to 3:30. I have full benefits. It was as good as I ever thought it would be.
And you're stoked for that, right?
Absolutely. 21 years old, making $85,000 a year, dude. And that was in 2010, 11. Like I was pumped. Had a house, had a race car, had nice truck.
Racing, had the weekends off.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought I had made it, but.
You did in a way.
Yeah, for sure. But it's just not like there is some sort of satisfaction working for yourself and building something,
Oh, it's crazy. Like what we've built here and like today's been insane. Like you coming by and we had 3 other calls and I've been on the phone and been sending off proposals while trying to do our normal work. And like, it's another level. Like what I thought was busy 6 months ago is not even close to busy what today is. And then I think a year or 2 from now, it'll be a whole nother level of busy that you didn't even think was possible, but somehow you find the right people, the team, the processes, all that stuff. And then you're like, okay, I'm crazy busy now, but it's doable, right?
For sure.
You start to figure it out. And
And the cool thing, like I learned, is like my business taught me, like I had to take a step back before I could move forward. Like I learned that, when I took it over, I had 7 or 8 employees. I had 4 or 5 vans running. I didn't work there. And so when I had to quit my job,
to go to work,
I thought that's what I needed, 3 or 4 vans and different people in it. Well, you don't. Like, scale is a legitimate, like...
So many ways to do it.
Yes, totally. Like, there's a lot of people that have told me, stay small, or, you can make more with less. And that is a legitimate... That's the truth.
Yeah, like, I had a great conversation with a business owner that's really successful, and he got up to 21 employees. I said, what was the sweet spot? He said 9.
Yeah.
I said, nine, really? Yep. He goes, I put the most money in my pocket. Everybody's the most happy. Revenues-wise, we were down, because obviously it's not what 21 people are doing revenue-wise, but you're just working to work at that point to keep the machine running, not necessarily to be happier, to make more money, to anything. At 9, he made the most money. The other people in the business made more or less the most money, and that type of thing. So it was so interesting.
Absolutely. Like, there is, everyone asks me, are you going to continue to grow? And we're as big now as we've ever been.
Yeah.
But I don't have much desire to grow. I have 10 employees currently.
Yeah.
It's, now I'm more stressed about keeping everyone busy, something going, but I just have no desire to get no bigger. Like, I believe, at least in my industry and for my personal case, that quality control kind of goes down when you get bigger. You can't. I think we've had great success because we have one-on-one conversations with our customers, and I just think you can lose some of that when you start to grow. At least for us, like that is kind of how I've figured it out.
The Walmarts or the Amazons, right? Like, are you going after just how many windshields can we push in vehicles?
Yep.
And what can we do to do that? Or can we provide a better service, or maybe look at contracts or things that maybe those guys don't do as much of that you can do?
For sure. And I do, like, so for instance, when my cousin owned it, he would lay people off in the winter. The winter time is slow business.
Yeah.
Slow time. So his employees would not get 40 hours a week at times because there just wasn't enough work.
Much like a construction business.
So I have learned, and maybe it's not the best business practice, but I like to make sure my employees get 40 hours. Whether we're done at noon or whether we're done at 5. They're going to get their hours.
Yeah.
And so the one way I was able to do that was to stay small. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just, it doesn't, probably it's not going to work for everyone, but it works really well for us.
So within that, though, staying small allowed you to, like, keep profits probably higher, allowed you to stash more money. So cash reserves are good. So during slow time, if you're bordering on profitability or not, you can kind of keep floating through those times. Or what's that look like to you? Like when you're saying that, I know as a business owner how much more goes into those decisions, right? Like,
yeah.
Are you burning money during the winter? Are you trying to break even? Like, what's the goal there? Or you're still okay? You're just not pushing.
So
profits go way down, obviously, but.
So I feel like we've done a very good job at not losing money.
Yeah.
I have tried very hard to keep all my costs at a minimum. As far as the supplies, buy in bulk, that kind of stuff.
Don't waste stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So really, by staying small, and we do work exceptionally hard in the summer because it is busy. So I've always told my guys, like, hey, let's take that walk-in chip repair. Or if we stock certain windshields, for common vehicles, hey, that one rolls in. Hey, we're going to knock that out today.
Yeah.
That way I can pay all that during the winter. Like, there's just no worries about it.
Hey, it's 45 minutes in the day. Can we knock out an extra windshield?
Absolutely.
Yes. Instead of pushing them off 2 weeks and maybe losing it completely.
Totally. Because I don't know how it is in your industry, but in ours, if you can't do it, they just go to the next.
Yeah, anybody with a camera can do our job. Maybe it's not the same, right?
Exactly. So, like, if I can't do it, they're going to call the next glass company. There's 17 of us in town. So if I can't get to it right away, they're just going to call the next. And so if we can get to them, they're a return customer because, A, you got them in right away.
100%.
You did a good job, and
they're stoked.
yeah, they're pumped up. So they'll tell their friends, they'll come back. So, we just try to do that. And we've just done a really good job at making sure, stuff happens. So you can lose money, but we've really tried hard to eliminate that deal. I don't want to lose money. I like to win.
I think it's interesting, right? We had, actually, before I go that far, I want to jump back into so you are down to one employee.
I'm
right?
down to one employee.
What's that look like from deciding, can I still keep my job, or what's the timeline look like? Do I have to quit? Do I have to go to work installing glass that I don't know how to do it? Like, what's that mindset, and what's that look like for the next 3 months or whatever?
So, Daryl Contreras was my boss.
Yeah.
And Daryl Contreras and my wife's grandpa told me to quit. Go. You're 28 years old. You can start over. Like, you got plenty of time.
Yeah.
And so the Board of Waterworks was gracious, man. Like, I have all the respect for those people. They told me, take some time, get your business going, come back.
Yeah, that's amazing, right?
And absolutely, that took so much pressure off of my shoulders.
Yeah, to be like, man.
And then, and I thought, hey, if they can do it, so can I,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, if I can build an engine, I can put in a windshield.
I would hope so. Yeah.
So I started to learn. My wife's brother, Scooter, he works for us. He's worked for us from day one. So he didn't have a job at the time. He came from Denver, and he's been with us ever since. And then my uncle, he worked 5-6 days a week with us. My wife answered phones. Maria has been there from day one. And then, I have learned that I would say, you have to have some skill set to put in windshields. Because you can scratch cars. It's a big safety. A windshield is a huge safety
Not
feature
so much
in a car.
the glass, but
correct
everything it ties to. And
so I tried to hire people, and it just didn't work out. Most really good installers either work for themselves or have a good job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so once we figured out kind of what we were doing, my brother, he just graduated college. He came to work for us. So we all didn't know anything, man. Like, we were all
there
learning.
Were people, but not like.
Yeah, we had bodies.
How many windshields did you put in? Like 3. Not 300, not 3,000.
So we just learned, and I won't lie, we made mistakes up front. You're learning. But now it's really nice. I think I'd rather teach someone how to do it, because I have a certain way, you know, that I like it done. And but then we just were learning, man. We were flying by the seat of our pants.
So what's your so do you bring somebody in and you train them? They ride with you for a little bit, or what's that
so
look like then?
I may, if we have a summer kid right now.
Yeah.
He rides with me. We teach him, how to prepare a windshield, because it may not look like it, but there are critical steps to getting your windshield installed. So they make different brands of glue, different qualities of glue, and stuff like that. So we just bring them in. We teach them. I let them learn how to do chip repair on someone's broken windshield we take out.
Simple jobs, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then we train them till we feel like that they can go on their own.
Yeah. And what's that? How long does that usually take you think from?
I guess it all depends on if you're a hands-on learner.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's 3 or 4 months. Sometimes it's a year.
Yeah.
And
you would think that would be something you could show people relatively quickly.
Relatively quick. The hardest part is not scratching someone's car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a car guy, so I want my car
scared to death not to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and they make cutout tools that can prevent that nowadays. That they're wire tools.
Yeah.
But it just takes a little longer.
Still though, if you do it wrong, you can still.
Oh yeah, you can cut a dash, you can cut a headliner, you can cut a lot.
You're pretty much using a sawzall with a smooth blade, but still the thing can mess some stuff up.
For sure.
No, that's pretty wild. So I mean, until I guess you knew it was gonna work, how long until that day where you're like, okay, let's gather some friends and family, let's try to make this thing work. I'm gonna learn as much as I can, till when you're felt good about the business, kind of just doing its thing.
So when we made it about a year, I thought what we went through, I felt like I've made it. If I can recover from every employee quitting and still stay afloat, I've made it. I'm good,
Oh yeah, 100%.
And then the next goal was, how do we make more.
Now, how do we make it more profitable?
Absolutely.
How do I go make at the end of that year? Had you even come close to replacing your salary, or did you?
I did. I had replaced. I was good. To be honest, I've never changed my salary from when I worked there.
Yeah.
But I was able to keep it, make it, and survive, and pay my employees, and make a little. The company made a little bit of money.
It's weird, right? Because like I look at the company as like another person. It gets its own salary. It makes its own money. Although it's kind of your money, it's kind of not your money. Especially if you want it to grow, you can't like utilize the money.
And I feel like I had an advantage over like the average business owner.
Mm-hmm.
My wife's mom, dad, family, they've been in business for 65 years. Like you don't run your own business for 65 years if you don't have any idea what you're doing.
Right.
And I had good coaches,
Yeah.
very good coaches. My father-in-law is very, what do you want to call it? He's not wasteful. He likes to save money, and he's very cautious in spending.
Frugal.
Very frugal.
Yeah.
Until it comes to his wife and kids.
Then but that's why, right?
That's right. Exactly. He goes to work so he could take care of his family.
Enjoy it on the backside.
Absolutely. So I just had really good coaches.
Yeah. So you shared like a lot of numbers or just questions, or like what was those conversations with people when you're looking for advice? Because like people may not have family, but they have mentors or they have friends that they can lean on. Or
so I would share my like financials with my father-in-law.
Yeah.
Just because he's my father-in-law, right?
Yeah.
I don't.
They've done a lot. It's a number, not a dollar necessarily,
absolutely.
Right? Like
he would look at it. Okay, hey, you could save here. Why is this expense really high? Why, just...
It seems weird. It might be right, but why?
Yep,
right?
exactly. Yeah. And they were just... he would help me.
That's cool.
I never really asked friends just because I like to keep financials, like, personal.
Yeah, sure.
But, I trust him, obviously.
Yeah.
So he would just kind of help me, guide me. And to be honest, man, I learned a lot just by trial and error.
Yeah.
I learned more from screwing up than from doing it right, honestly. So when you would only make $1,000 that month, you're like, let's not do that again.
That's scary.
Yeah, we don't.
That could go negative pretty fast.
For sure. And so just, good people around me. Like that is the key. And if I needed help, like I could call a friend and they would go help me. I worked weekends and nights and just anything to make it.
Hey man, can you help me for 45 minutes, help me carry this piece of glass or do whatever.
Absolutely.
Right?
Hey, I would send my wife to Springs to go get them, or call, a buddy to go get them, whatever. Just whatever I could do to make sure I didn't fail.
Almost the opposite of everybody thinking like, I got to hire somebody to do that so I don't have to type of thing. You're like, it's going to be hard but let's try to utilize all our resources to be, in a sense, frugal in ways of like not saying, almost the opposite of when you took the business over. Like, I'm going to just buy it turnkey. Everybody's going to do everything, to the other side being like, how can we almost do it all ourselves?
Absolutely. Yeah, it was.
Which is pretty wild.
Yeah. To be honest, if I would have ran the business like I thought I could when I bought it, I'd be out of business.
Yeah.
Like, it is, it takes a long time to get to a point where you can have employees kind of run it for you, right?
Yeah.
Where you're not in the I don't want to say in day to day, but like I've been at it 8 years now.
You don't have to be there
and
every day.
I'm still have to be there every single day.
Yeah.
We're still looking for one really good technician.
Yeah.
We're one technician away.
I think the way I see it for our business, or like in growth of it, it's in that like 10 to 12 employee range. And then you got to pay somebody a really crazy good salary to then run the business like it's their business, or could potentially give them a percentage of the business or whatever to where they actually care enough. But there's so many hats worn up until that point, right?
Absolutely. We used to clean the shop. We would go get, I still go get all the supplies whatever we need.
Mm-hmm.
If we need to go to Lowe's or to Sam's to get glass cleaner, like I still go do that stuff. Go get windshields after hours if someone needs it. Just, whatever it takes to get the job done.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. And then, like you said, nights, weekends, doesn't matter. You're always on. But
yeah, here's a prime example. I came back from racing in Dallas. I got home like Sunday night at like 6:30 and immediately parked my stuff, drove to Fountain Fort Carson School District to put a school bus windshield in because they were leaving at 3:30 a.m. on Monday. I just drove 12 and a half hours to get home, told my wife, like, hey, you get to
I gotta
unload
go
it. I
do
got to
this,
go.
yeah.
You
That's
know,
part of it,
still
though.
today.
But
Like,
that's how you provide a service that people like that will hire you.
oh,
And
absolutely.
they
They'll
can count
never
on
go
you.
anywhere else if you know, go the extra mile.
Yeah. Have you, through that time, have you slowed down on race? Like, was there a year or even 6 months or maybe 2 years where you're like, I'm going to race less so I can concentrate on the business more to really focus? Or have you kind of been able to maintain the hobby, the racing, that stuff outside of it?
We slowed down. For like 2 years, we didn't leave anywhere. If there was a race during the week, we didn't go.
Yeah.
You know, I raced at Vandermeer on the weekends because we weren't open. But like in 2018, we had a hailstorm, and TTCI, the test track, got smoked, like 270 cars.
Wow.
So we raced on a Saturday night, drove home, and we all started at 5:30 in the morning out there. And we just didn't race. Like if there was work, we don't race.
Yeah.
So
it was priority one.
absolutely. Like there is no drag racing without work.
Yeah, right?
I mean, you know how expensive it is.
Oh, yeah, no.
You can't do
It'll
it.
take every dollar you ever make if you'll let
Absolutely.
it. You can have 5 of them things making whatever you make, and it'll take every dime if you
We
want
can
it to.
go. We go more now than we ever have.
Good.
But you know, it's still
The balance is right, but the priority is still there, yeah.
absolutely. You know, it'd be probably better if you could drag race in the winter. I could go all the time, right?
If only the slow
Yeah.
time was awesome. Well, you could travel out of state, but even there, the races aren't as...
No. So
The country still gets slower during that time.
absolutely.
Yeah. Interesting. So, you know, as a lot of people say, don't work with family, don't hire family, don't, like, it's weird, right? Like, there's issues there. There's a little bit more feelings and all that stuff. So, like, it sounds like a lot of you've done has been utilizing family and friends and stuff like that and hiring those. What advice do you maybe have for somebody that's on the fence there? So, like I said, some people are against it and some people are for it. Like, having family in the business or working with family or hiring friends and family.
So I would, like, my mom works for me. My dad works with me. My brother-in-law works with me. My wife works when we need her. And I think we all have an understanding from 8 to 5.
Yeah.
Like, they have a job.
Yep.
You know, like my mom and I joke around all the time. After 5 o'clock, she can tell me what to do, but between 8 and 5, she gets to listen to me. And that is, it's been great. Like, without them, I wouldn't be where we're at today.
Yeah.
So I don't have any qualms with working with family. Like,
Yeah.
and part of it is, like, my wife's family works together every day. So my brother-in-law working with us and my wife, that's just normal to them, right? And who else better to trust with your money than your mom?
Yeah. No
Like,
doubt.
I hear
At least you hope so, right?
Yeah, I mean, I sure don't think she was, you know, put the screws to me. And you hear horror stories. Like, I know lots of people where people have taken them for hundreds of thousands of dollars that deal with their money. And I trust my
As
mom.
you're trying to worry about saving $5 or $10 here or there,
Yep.
somebody else could just be pulling it
Funneling
right
money.
out the back door.
Yep. And who else can you depend on more than your parents,
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
So it's really cool. I get to say I work with my mom and my dad. Like, I see them every
Spend a
single
lot of time
day.
with them and everything. Yeah.
Like, that's amazing. That's worth working for myself.
Just in that.
Absolutely. Like, you know, there's lots of people that don't see their parents.
Yeah.
I get to see mine every day.
Yeah. So I think there's like a balance, right? Like how much you make versus like how much you love your job. And a lot of people can like make more but hate what they do, make less but love what they do. But if you can make more and love what you do and be around the people you want to be around, then it's like you hacked life.
Exactly. Like, now I will say I will do absolutely anything that makes money, regardless if I hate it, dislike it, love it. Like, if it makes good amounts, I'm in.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, you know, liking my job success is fun. You agree?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So when you're successful, it's fun. My job is fun. Like, I thoroughly enjoy. I wake up excited for the challenge.
Building and running the business is more exciting than maybe installing the
Absolutely.
windshield, right? Like that's the
totally.
But you found it within installing windshield, so you're cool with it.
And I like it because it's different. Like, it's still the same process, but you see someone different at every windshield.
Yeah.
It's a different car. It's a different location. It's just different. It's always something new.
Yeah.
And I enjoy that part of it, you know? Like, I'm not a guy that wants to sit in the office, and I'm just not that guy. I'm hands-on.
Yeah.
Like, I can't explain to you why you should use this, but I can show you.
Yeah. Like that's why.
This
right?
is
like,
yep, exactly.
just let me install a windshield for
Yeah,
you,
don't
and
ask
then you'll
me to-
understand. Yeah.
Talk you into selling it or buying it from me, just let me show you why.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I think, those are the things in business that you have to find what you love, because if you didn't love it or didn't find excitement in it or see the potential of the earnings that you're going to go after, you'd probably quit a long time ago.
Absolutely. Yep, it's fun, and it's really cool to be able to, like, I have a kid now. I have a little boy named Jet, and I can't wait, like, to hand it to him. I hope he wants to do it, right? Like, I hope that he wants to take over something that we've built. Here you go, buddy. Like, run with it. And that, honestly, like, damn near brings tears to my eyes. Like, I'm excited for that,
Yeah.
And honestly, like, having a little guy just changes your whole outlook.
The whole thing. Huh?
Absolutely. And that's, like, I'd rather hang out with him now than go to work.
Was there any, like, on a personal side of like, your age versus having a kid versus building a business, is it the right time? Did it just kind of happen? Like, how much planning, because people balance that or try to decide that all the time, right?
So I always wanted to make sure I had enough. Like, I wanted to make sure, like, if my kid said, hey, Dad, I want a pair of Jordans, or hey, Dad, I want to go here, like, I could do it, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to tell him no. I want him to work really, really hard, like, have a really good work ethic, but I want him to have what he needs.
Yeah.
And so the timing for us was, for a kid, you're going to find this funny. My wife didn't want to take time off from racing. So
Really?
when the racetrack closed, it was good timing.
Okay.
So she took a year off, and we weren't racing at their track. So it was just, that's kind of the timing.
So her timeline in life lined up well.
Mm-hmm. We probably would have had it him in 23 had they not made the announcement that the racetrack was closing.
Got it.
She said there's absolutely no way she's missing the final year. So that kind of postponed.
That said, all right, we got a little bit of time, and then we're gonna,
for sure,
and then we'll do something, right? I mean, having a kid definitely changes probably a lot of perspective on what you're currently doing, what you want to do in the future.
For sure.
And all those things, right?
He definitely changes, like, your plans. Like, I have some goals that, not even business, because I feel like we've done a really good job of meeting or exceeding our goals.
Yeah.
But, like, in my personal life, like with racing, there's things I'd like to do before he becomes of age, because when he can either go play basketball or go junior, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, that's,
just be all in on that.
Yep, all in on him.
That's cool. So not retired. You're not working. You're in a position where you can take as much time as you want to go.
Yeah, at some point we'll get there. Like, I can't sit at home.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to work every day, but maybe, like, cut out at, like, 2 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Hey, got a game this afternoon.
Absolutely.
I'm out.
That's exactly what I'll never be
give
able
up
to.
some revenue or hire an extra person, but now you're buying your time back and you get to go do what you want.
For sure.
I think that's interesting, right? So how old are you, and how old were you when you had him then?
I'm 37, and I had him at 36.
36, yeah. And I'm 36, and, like, that's where it's like I talk to people that have kids young and then have kids older, and I think that's a cool spot. I mean, I'm more kind of your thought is, like, being in a secure, everything's good, future can change a little up or down or whatever, but then, like, you're set up to do really cool things. You're going to be a little bit older of a parent, right?
Yeah.
Than maybe some, but yet you can also go do a lot of cool stuff.
Absolutely. Like, it
compared
will be,
to if it was the reverse.
Because I always remember my dad telling me, like, hey, son, if I'm not at a base, my dad and mom made it to almost all of them, but there were certain ones they couldn't because they were working. Yeah. And, like, I hope to get myself in a position where I can just, like you said, hey, it's 2:30, I got to go. Kid's got a baseball game. See you guys tomorrow.
That's the number one priority.
Absolutely.
I love this thing. It's working, but I've worked my face off for it to run without me for the next 3 hours so I can go do what I want to go do.
Absolutely. And, like, at first, when we'd go racing, you're talking about, hey, I'm going to be gone. This can run itself. Like, at first, it was, I always told Maria, hey, call me if you have any questions. Now I tell her, like, unless it's on fire, don't call me. Like, it's
you got it.
You guys got it.
You know how, unless it's crazy where you don't know what I would say or the answer, it would be just roll with it.
Exactly.
Right? Like, yeah. Take care of it. It'll
at
be
first,
all right.
you're so scared to screw up. And then now it's like, hey, if that thing's not on fire, don't call.
Yeah.
It'll
if
be
it's broke, we'll figure it out. We'll fix
it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think customer service and taking care of that throughout, right? And the customers, and if you're not around or something doesn't go perfect and you get back to them tomorrow, it's okay.
Absolutely.
I'll make it right tomorrow. It's not ideal, but it's okay.
Yeah, as long people are like, I was always scared to screw up. Like, for instance, we do lane detection, camera recalibration, and they're electronics. You know as well as I do, stuff does screw up.
Oh yeah.
And I was so paranoid at first, like, hey, we got to fix this. Oh my gosh, it's not going right. Now, when you just explain it to your customer, like, hey, it's electronics. They do have problems. They sometimes,
it's not perfect. Yeah.
Absolutely, and they're very understanding. And it took me a minute to understand that, right?
Yeah.
But now that I have, and people are just they're understanding. They will work with you.
I think as you build a reputation too, you become a trusted. So whatever Josh tells me, like, it's not like he's trying to pull something over me,
Absolutely.
or whatever. Like, if it's legit, it's legit.
Yeah, and we have printouts, and you show them that stuff. So it's been good. It's definitely a learning curve, man.
Yeah, I think that's, if you're not willing to go through some of those moments, don't do business.
And growth is hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean that.
It's exciting. It's fun. But
it is. It's very exciting.
Just get ready to get kicked in the shin through the next growth spurt or whatever for some reason.
Yeah, and we've grown exponentially in the last probably 7-8 months. Like, way more than you and I had a conversation. What, a year ago in my shop, and I told you I had no desire to get any bigger at all.
We had a conversation a month or two ago, and I was like, "What?
Yeah,
I thought you weren't doing that." You're like, "I don't know, the opportunities, right? And
absolutely,
situations happen, or the industry changes, or whatever, right?
Because the economy changes. I was never a believer that your political regime can dictate how your business goes, but
it's pretty significant at times, right? Yeah, no, I think that's pretty crazy. So, and I think we even had a conversation prior to that, like, before a big change in the business was the new technology in the windshields, right?
Absolutely.
So if that wanted to change, your business wouldn't look like it does today.
No, we absolutely not. Like, that deal is a game changer for the auto glass industry, and it, because you do have to recalibrate every time you change a windshield, and without that, it just wasn't as good. You had to do a lot more physical change outs than you do now to be in the same categories.
Yeah, which is interesting, because you literally buy a business that doesn't foresee that. We all know technology and cars and all this cool stuff's happening, but you're not like buying the business years ago to say, oh, in X years the whole industry is going to change and it's going to make more money, it's going to be busier, it's going to add this whole extra offering to it.
Absolutely. It was
just lands in your lap and you're like, what do I do with it?
Yeah, I mean, it was around when I had bought it, but to be honest with you, James, I had no idea what to expect. Like, I just bought it because I thought my cousin did really well. I'm like, yeah, I want to be that guy. So I didn't have any idea.
It wasn't even the thought wasn't even in that ways of it. Yeah.
Nothing, not even installing a winch. I just saw what he did. I want that. Yeah. That's what I would like to have one day.
That mailbox money.
It's a lot. I'm not saying that he had mailbox money, but my cousin had a really good, well-oiled machine
that was running a good business. Yeah. He had built it. It was doing well.
Absolutely, and it just it came crumbling down months after I bought it.
Imagine that.
And it's good. It's very good.
Yeah, it doesn't kill you, makes you stronger,
absolutely.
Right?
The hard times make the great times even better.
I say that with racing. The highs are only so high because the lows are really low. Like, drive 16 hours home with a blown up engine or transmission and your tail between your legs, or drive home 16 hours after winning an event.
They're completely different.
It's
trips.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. And for whatever reason, because it's like a drug high when you're racing and winning, and all those, like, that low is low, but that high is, man, that adrenaline.
It gets no better.
It's pretty wild.
Absolutely.
That's one thing Josh and I definitely share, is like passion for cars and racing and all those things. And it's pretty cool, but then you just try to figure out, how can I do more of it or be in it, or, that's the enjoyment, right?
Yeah, I'll be honest, that's my end goal. How do I get to go racing on Tuesday?
Just whenever, however much.
Hey, Bree, you want to go racing this week? Yeah, let's go. I want to get to that point.
How important is it having a spouse that aligns with the vision and hobbies or the things you enjoy and the things she enjoys?
It's the most. Like I say, I have a wife that is 1000% Team Josh. Like without, it's hard to have a spouse that doesn't understand. Hey, I'm leaving at 6:15 to go to work, and I'm not gonna be home till 6:30. Like that takes a special spouse, right?
Absolutely.
And if your wife is not on your team, it's really hard to build. It's really hard to make. I call it making an empire, right? Like,
oh yeah. When there's friction the other way, it just slows you down and makes it harder.
And it's even more important, like when you're struggling and she's like, hey, what do you need? What can I help you with? Do you need me to go get a window? Can I help you install? Like there's lots of times, man, where on weekends I take her.
Just hop in the van and go
now we don't as much as we got a kid. But
yeah. But for even that, load up the baby seat. If we had to go do it, we'll go get it done, right?
Dude, I mean, just, the grind of making it. When I've taken windshields in my RV and put them in for friends at the racetrack in Las Vegas, or because they just whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got your camera. That's what I'm like. Yeah, like let's film something. Let's do whatever. Like you just, and if you enjoy it enough or it's easy enough, like you just flow through it, right? You're like, yep, and it helps somebody out. Cool. And what can that turn into? Because nothing's cooler than like the phone ringing and being like, hey, so and so sent me over here.
Absolutely. Like really? I'm driving home last night and hey, Jacob from Alpine recommended you at 6:30 at night to come. He's calling to get his windshield changed. Not asking, hey, what's it cost? Just, hey, they told me you do a great job. Can you help me?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep, I'll take care of it.
It's cool, man. Winning is fun.
Winning is fun. A president of a business that I help run their social media for and stuff. He does racing, different type of racing, but he does some racing. I heard him telling somebody, he's like, I'm busy racing a business. Sometimes that's what it feels like. You're just racing the business, right?
And it's always better to figure out how to get the work done than where to get the work.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. No, it starts to come to you, and we push because we're wanting to grow. Plus, then like today, like we're busy because we're marketing ourselves and growing, but then the in perpetuity stuff starts to hit because we've been in business 4 years. People are starting to push people our way and stuff, and then it's like, holy cow.
Yep.
Gets really kind of aggressive and crazy at that moment. So has there really been a crazy turning point in the business, or has it just been steady growth?
It's steady growth, honestly. Like every year's a little better and a little better and a little better. And it helps knowing lots of people. And to be honest with you, like, making contacts and like relationships with people. And it's just, that's been the key.
That's been cool, yeah.
Absolutely. Like, so when everyone left me to do their own deal, I didn't know any of our customers. And so that's one of the main reasons I like to go out every day is I get to meet my customers. And that has kind of helped grow, because people say, oh, hey, such and such is out here. And that has allowed me to, I believe, grow.
Yeah.
Just because, you're out in the trenches every day.
People, like, when they call and, like, we answer the phone, can we talk to the owner? Like, we are. What?
Yeah.
Like, the owner's answering the phone? You're like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, just the other day, someone called and said, oh, man, I really got to tell you the guy did a great job. Well, that's the owner. Oh, they're working? It was 100 and some degrees out. Absolutely. Like, I think there's cool, though, I think there's value in that. I really, truly
and that they didn't even realize it, and you just went out and did your job, but they felt, also how cool is that they felt, what a cool person to, like, call in and give props to the employee that installed the windshield while it was the owner.
It's cool. Like,
just feels good that you're doing your own business justification and
absolutely
and doing its thing. So when what it looked like to like acquire it? Like, did you have to take on a loan? Was there obviously probably some payments to be made, or?
Yep, we got a loan, and my cousin was good. He helped us, kind of get going.
And like owner finance type
kind
of thing?
For a little bit, and then we just got a loan, and we had to downsize. Like the building my cousin was in, we didn't stay there because the rent was expensive. We went to a smaller building with less expensive rent, and I think God's plan, like, for instance, my cousin was at the building he was at for years.
Mhm.
He could afford it.
Worked perfect for what he was doing.
Absolutely. If I had have stayed there and everyone quit, I was in big trouble, James.
You would've
Like, I'm not
buried it,
sure
yeah.
I could have survived. And so it's just crazy how everything works out. Like, I remember laying in bed praying, like, please, Lord, keep me busy. Like, I don't know what to do. And in 2018, a massive hailstorm hit and kept us going throughout the year.
Wow.
It allowed us to learn and
Kind of trial by fire right then and there.
absolutely. Like, I had my wife vacuuming. I had friends vacuuming because of the hail.
Just because it busted the windshield so bad, it put glass in the car.
On the dash and everything. And, you know, so it allowed us to pay the bills and to, you know, acquire the tools needed. And it
kind of build back in your way, I guess.
Yeah, it allowed us to learn, like, what kind of employee you need, right?
Yeah.
You know, kind of, I listened to Colton Thompson's a little bit, and, you know, when you first start, you can't pay a good wage. It's hard.
Oh, it's
like,
super. That's the hard thing with competing with the big corporate companies,
absolutely.
right?
And, you know, and it just took time and, you know, but if it wasn't for family helping, we would have never got there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You almost needed like a free help, free pass, not like total free, but like in a sense that effort or energy or somebody you can rely on all the time, but you don't have to pay to
absolutely
for
like,
you to rely on them.
My father-in-law, my dad, they would
Yeah.
help me on weekends and not take any payment.
How long did it take you from like everybody leaving to feeling good about the business? Is that like that year mark is when you're like,
so when we, I didn't know anything, Jane.
Yeah,
I thought, dang, we made 60 grand this year. Like, wow, we are killing it. And I felt good when I survived the first year.
Yeah.
Like, I really felt like I took their best punch. Not even whoever left me, but just like life's best punch.
Mhm.
And I survived.
literally ripped the rug under my feet. And
Absolutely.
I still am doing what I'm doing.
I'm still standing on my own 2 feet.
Yeah.
We're busy. We're doing well. So I felt like I had kind of made it at that point.
Yeah.
Like, I tell my wife, if I can survive that, I can survive anything.
It's like perspective, right?
Absolutely. You know, and then that gave me confidence that I can do it now. I can go out and, you know,
no risk in business would really ever amount to that type
and
of
I'm
a situation.
probably not the best. Like, I don't go out looking for work. Like, I don't cold call.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that. Like, I don't have a sales team.
Mhm.
I just kind of rely on word of mouth. Like, to be honest, having a conversation with you today about advertising, I've never done that in 8
Yeah.
years.
No, it's
Never.
pretty wild.
I've done zero. It's just word of mouth.
Yeah.
And so that was after about a year. Like, I really felt like I'm
just
I'm
up
good.
from here.
Now let's take it to the next step.
And just keep going.
And I never even really tried to take it to the next step. It just worked itself out.
You just kept saying yes. to
Absolutely. I
things
never
and-
said no.
Yeah.
Never.
And you
I always
naturally let
told
it.
my employees, if we do the jobs no one else will, we'll be successful.
Which is interesting, right? Because like being at 8 employees where he was at, going to just you and some help, and then building back, it's almost kind of like the business was built. You got small for it, and then you grew back into what it was over time, which is really interesting because like people are still searching for windshields. Like that, the supply and demand of it is still in a sense there.
Absolutely.
You're just trying, I guess, consistently saying yes, just let it all kind of come back to you.
And it let me learn how to be a leader, right? I don't want to say I'm a boss because I like to work side by side with my guys.
I agree with you.
It taught me how to lead, like lead by example. It taught me how to grow as a person. You know, like kind of, I'll be honest, I could get mad right now and I'm over it in 5 minutes, but it taught me how to deal with customers, and it was a very good experience. I've learned it. I don't think if they would have stayed and we would still be, I would have never learned about
Sure.
my industry, my business, my clientele, any of that without falling
Yeah,
first.
the what ifs, like then you would have stayed there and then
I'd still be at the waterworks today, and I'm glad I'm not.
Yeah.
Like there was a great place to be, but I enjoy
Where you're at.
absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
And I couldn't do what I do today without being my own boss.
Yeah. What about like, you know, people bootstrapping it? Obviously you said being frugal, like financials and stuff. What are your like day to day, you're just trying to make sure you're as profitable as you can be, or are you consistently trying to figure out how do we make a little bit more on this, or like what are the holes, or what, like kind of how do you look at, you know, financials of where the business is, where you want it to go, those types of things?
So I try to do a really good job of watching like the little stuff, right? Like if I just get up and I do a really good job and the rest falls in place. Like I don't focus daily on, oh man, we had a bad day today.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if we just continually do a good job, the rest it falls into place.
Consistency.
Absolutely. You know, and always saying yes. Like if you say yes to the stuff that is extra, like after hours, right? Like, hey, yeah, I'll go to you at 7:00 tonight. That it just will work itself out. I've never like just kind of nailed down like a plan to make more. It's just happened.
Yeah, it kind of just shows. Yeah, with you.
It just, if you work hard, like I believe that hard work wins 10 out of 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
It'll beat talent every time.
Short term, maybe not. It might look better for the other people, but long term, they're done, gone on their 7th business that's about to fail. Well, you're just one foot in front of the other.
Absolutely.
Foot in front of the other.
I just have never, I truly believe not saying no. And my employees have got mad. Like, there's no doubt. Hey, it's 4:30. I got this windshield. We're doing it. Oh, are you serious? But
if not, I'll do it.
Absolutely. Go home. I got it, if that's what it takes. But they're good, man. They don't.
Yeah.
They'll roll their eyes at me, and then
they'll bang it out.
Absolutely.
And then it's 5 till and it's done, and you're good.
Yeah, I'm like, see, we're still off in time. But just consistency. And, you know, there's ways, you know, you build some money in your bank, and you can buy in bulk, and, you know, that saves money.
Yeah.
Which I couldn't do prior till making some money.
So it's really interesting when you bring that up. Like for us, we've just chose a platform. We start building websites on it. We just crossed over to where now we actually get a revenue kickback from the website company as they renew their subscriptions with the thing. I didn't even know that existed. I have no idea. It's probably, who knows if it ever adds up to much. It could be a whole nother percentage of income for the business. But those are things that you don't even think about. But once you're at enough scale, it gets a little bit better, right?
Absolutely.
Or you've done enough work, you've bought yourself into getting a little kickback on your own work.
Yeah, so like when I first started, I'd buy a box a year thing, 2 boxes a year thing. Well, now I buy 50 boxes at a time, pallets.
Yeah.
And you get a better deal.
How much is a pallet?
You buy 10 windshields at a time, or cases of windshields at a time, and you get better pricing. So it takes time. You know, I never believed, but they said it takes money to make money. And when you have some buying power, or you have ways to negotiate, you can do better.
You get a little bit more leverage, and
absolutely,
things get a little bit better. So you went to the little building, and I know you just kind of built or rebuilt, or what, like the new building you're in? Was that a fresh build, or did you buy something and then renovate it? Or?
I bought it, and then we built an office in it.
Okay.
And I was never like, you know, they say location. Like I wasn't a huge believer in that, but I am now. Like being in front of everyone, it helped.
For you guys,
and
it made a big difference.
When you switch we grew, you know, a little bit each year, but when I moved, like that was a big.
You were just moving to be in a little bit better spot, not to necessarily be like, oh, we're going to move and we're going to get a whole bunch more business just because of the move.
To be honest, I moved because I needed a parking lot. I didn't have a good
to be able
parking.
to put cars in.
Absolutely. And, you know, how else do you build wealth in your business when you own your own building, right?
Yeah.
Like when you have property
and it goes up.
And it goes up, and that was the main reason.
Yeah.
And it just worked itself out that was the right move. I've been lucky and not really made a wrong move yet.
Yeah.
You know, like But like
They're
I said, man,
calculated moves, though.
I have good coaches.
Yeah.
Like,
Do
hey,
you think that's a good idea? Terrible idea?
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
No, that's good. We don't, but I would love to within the next couple years is have our own property because I mean I built it through like duplexes and multifamily on that side of it, but not for the business. And
Yep.
yes, I believe that it is super important. But also, we're 4 years in, we're in our third location because of growth. So like it's also at what point if you buy to fit 10 employees or 20 and you can't overbuy either. You don't want to overbuy because now you're just spending money for no
nothing.
reasons.
Yep.
So like calculating when's the right size or do you ever split into another location or are you just like, I'm going to get it here. It's sweet. It runs. I'm good. It's happy. And you might go from 10 to 12 to 9 to 10 to
I think we're going to hover around that like
10-ish
10
number, right?
Yep.
Yeah. You don't foresee like being at 20 or.
Oh, no.
Would you ever buy another location?
No. And the reason I say that is because my cousin, for instance, okay, not saying he did bad. He did a great job. He did a really good job of building the brand in Pueblo.
Yeah.
But you can't run a business when you're not there every day. Like he was in South Carolina. So if I don't think Pueblo's big enough for a second location.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be commuting between.
To be there every day or
No.
even 3 days a week. Or,
Absolutely. So I'm very happy. Like, to be honest, I'd rather try like real estate. I think that would be a little easier than having a second location.
Sure. Yeah. No, I've enjoyed it, and that's kind of my like side hustle, if you will. But you got to be at a certain level to be able to start playing in
For sure.
real estate games and different things like that, right? But then it's also a ton of work up front. But then when there's people in them, it's pretty easy. But you also got to be ready at a moment's notice to go take care of something. So.
Yep. And so I've got a plan. Like I would like to get in real estate, and my dad isn't gonna want to do windshields forever. It is hard work.
Yeah.
So I would like to maybe get my dad involved in some real estate with me as more like taking care of him.
Yeah,
He's
sure.
good at that, right? He enjoys that stuff, and that can be our side hustle together.
That can turn into his retirement plan and
Absolutely.
another.
Hey, you don't have to go to work every day, but if they call because the toilet needs replaced, that's you.
Yeah.
That's what he likes, that stuff. So, just trying to figure out how to make your money work for you.
Yeah. And it's hard.
It's very hard.
It's not the sexy thing to do.
No.
Because you got to take and like put it in places that aren't sexy. It actually costs you more work when you could go down and buy the newest vehicle and flex it online and be super cool. But long term, that loses money. The other side makes money, but it's just not sexy and as exciting.
Exactly.
Although what we do is plenty fun.
Yeah. And then we have kind of got some financial people now on our side, and they're helping make money with money we currently have that you just didn't, those were never thoughts, right?
Yeah.
And I have a quote that I got from a very trusted person, and now that we're able to do a little bit more, he always told me, I've lost way more money than I've ever made. And he told me, scared money does not make money. And at first, like that, you got to get there, right?
You have to be at a certain level to play the game, yeah.
For sure. Now you can take a few more risks. You can take a few more chances. And, because what is it? The riskier stuff sometimes is the bigger fish. It hits bigger.
Well, and it's like if you're playing a double game, that's one thing. But if what's the worst? I lose $5,000, or that $5,000 could make 100.
Absolutely.
You could almost do that a few times, lose, but if one hits,
you're home
you're
free.
net good.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
And then you start to multiply that, and that's an interesting thing. I've kind of just stayed in my pockets, but I know some people that will throw $5,000 at this or that, and it hits for them, and it's interesting what that turns out to be. Or it's an extra $15,000. Neat, cool. And then do they multiply that? Do they double down, or they just pull it and run? Or it's kind of crazy.
5 into 15, I'll do every day.
Right, it's a money machine. It's just numbers,
Absolutely.
right? So like, yeah, even if you can make 5 into 6, enough times you'll do it. But
absolutely,
yeah, you got to have enough at bats and know what's the chances and all those types of things, which is it's fun. But it's weird to like be like, I'm kind of cool if this money doesn't do anything.
Yeah, there's times, And you know
I don't like doing that. Like you said, as long as it's making money, that's all you care about.
For sure. And it took a while to figure out how you make money every month because it's not easy.
No, there's definitely ebbs and flows, right? Different things like that. How are we looking?
40% on batteries.
Okay. And that one's not giving us any sort of heat warning or anything, this camera? No? Cool. Okay. It's good. Sometimes they're eating it up better, but.
Yeah, it's a little bit,
Okay. Cool. And then, okay. We'll probably go another 15. You good? Yeah, whatever.
Good.
Everything's good.
Yeah.
Enjoying it?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun, yeah.
It is fun.
Do you want me to switch batteries, or do you want to just...
We're still at like 40% on them?
Yeah, this one's 36, but the other two are 30.
I think we'll be okay.
Do you want me to come back in, or do you guys just want to...
Yeah, I think we'll just keep, well, yeah, maybe 15 after if we haven't called it by then or whatever, but
Okay.
yeah, cool. And then we can get you guys the cameras rolled over for going tonight.
Yeah.
Because you don't say no.
You don't say no.
You just maybe charge a little bit extra for after-hour services?
Absolutely.
Why not, right?
You
we
ha- I
haven't
mean,
done that, but we've just started, and I'm like,
you have
kinda,
to.
especially
Your
when you're
time-
paying employees overtime or whatever.
Absolutely. You have to cover your cost, and time is money, man. Like, you're away from your family, like, and it'll only get, that thought process will only become more
relevant
when you have a kid.
Yeah, I imagine.
Like, all I want to do is go home and hang out, like play, and you know, I did.
Get him hooked on race cars, right? And
well, whatever. I
No,
hope
I
he gets
know,
on
but-
race cars, and I think he will because he gets so excited when they come by, and we go for cruises in them at the racetrack.
Can't imagine that with the family around him that he's not going to find it into race
Totally.
cars.
Totally.
Yeah, everybody around that is way too passionate about
Absolutely.
not, right?
Yeah. But whatever. We're in for whatever he's into.
Yeah. What about like it's a franchise, right?
It
no,
is.
This is a franchise.
Yep.
Do you deal with the franchise a lot? Do you really, is it kind of its own standalone thing here in Pueblo? Like, what's that look like? Or
So we have a rep. He's out of Minnesota, and we talk. But you know, they're all independently owned, so they really don't get too involved unless you're not cutting it.
yeah.
And when you're, you know, some of the most successful franchises are in Colorado, Wyoming. We have snow, we have rocks, we have
No, that
heat
makes sense.
and
Sure.
cold.
Yeah.
So, but they're not. It's not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I know some franchises are like control everything, and then they have huge like yearly fees and all
I mean,
sorts
they all
of stuff.
have fees, right?
Yeah. Some are better than others.
Yeah,
though,
for
I guess.
sure. But I don't have any complaints.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to. Novus has been around for 25 years in Pueblo.
Yeah.
Be hard to walk away.
To just like start Josh's Auto Glass.
Yeah.
And not would like if you could do it all over again, do you think you would do like Josh's Auto, like a personal branded one, or do you think it'd be a great idea like if somebody was looking at getting into any industry that potentially is formed like glass to doing a franchise to help speed up the.
So I think there's pros and cons, right?
Yeah.
So like when you get into a franchise like we did, you get on the insurance network immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a lot harder to get on when you're by yourself.
So access to
I
certain
get
things. Yeah.
nationwide buying power, where
You wouldn't normally.
you would not get that on your own. So there's pros and cons. They don't pay a royalty where we do. It's all, but I wouldn't change what I've done.
Yeah.
Absolutely not, because I feel like we're successful. I feel like
Yeah.
the pros outweigh the cons.
Yeah.
And you know, it is kind of nice. Hey, Chris, I've got a guy here in town. He's going to Fort Collins. I can't get to him today. Can you get to him? Yeah. So you know you have, it allows you to compete with SafeLight a little more.
Yeah.
SafeLight's the big game in town.
They're the Amazon. They're the Walmart.
They
right?
are the Amazon. We're like the loaf and jug. We've got lots of them, but nothing like what they have.
Yeah.
I think there's like 285, 300 Novuses in the country.
What do you think about like locally, the amount of windshields they install locally compared to what you install locally, like in quantity? Do you think you're close to what they do in Pueblo? Do you think that?
Am I
You do
close
more?
to SafeLight? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
I don't think I do more, but I think we hold
Give
our
them
own.
a run for their money
Absolutely.
here locally. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yep. I think we dang sure hold our own.
Yeah. Why do you think that they've built such a...
Well, they're worldwide.
Yeah.
So they own the third-party company you call when you file an insurance claim.
Mm.
So if you don't say, I want Novus Glass to do my windshield, they're going to send you to Safe
Yeah, I
Flight.
don't get it.
So they have, I mean, they're the conglomerate, right? Like,
Yeah. They own it in more than one way.
they have them everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere. And I feel like we've done a really good job. They definitely know who we are.
Yeah.
Like,
But they can call and talk to the owner at Novus.
we get a lot of complaints. Like someone will call us, oh God, it's so nice to talk to a human because theirs is automated.
Yeah.
And I think that's an advantage for us.
Absolutely.
I think when you're in a big city, it's not as important as it is in small town, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're a small town, but I feel like Pueblo has a
Fair.
small town feel.
Oh, it's so local.
Yeah, it's who
It's
you
crazy.
know.
Did you grow up here?
Yeah, absolutely. I had a guy ask me that today.
I don't doubt it at all.
Yep.
We get it all the time. I'm like, no, but I've been here for so many
What
years.
high school did you go to? What side of town you live on?
Mm-hmm.
That was
It's
my
super local.
9 o'clock job this morning.
Yeah.
That's what we talked about.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they definitely know who we are.
Yeah, that's cool.
It is. It's cool.
Competition's fun.
Yeah. You know, competition's great. I love it. Wakes me up in the morning. Gets
Yeah.
my heart pumping.
Yeah, we had a conversation earlier today, and you're just like, no, I don't want to get beat in any way. It's the competitiveness, right?
Absolutely. I don't want to lose.
If you didn't have that feeling, you wouldn't race cars, or you wouldn't be near as passionate about it.
To be honest, if I didn't have that like drive, I don't think I'd be as successful as we are today.
Yeah.
Right? I think you have to have some competitiveness to be good,
Yeah.
to be successful.
Yeah, and when everything's going good, you're not learning, it's not growing. You need that, like...
You need punched in the mouth every
Yeah.
now and then.
And you're like, all right, nope, you ain't going to win. I'm gonna get this.
Absolutely. That's how I felt when I had no employees.
Which is so wild. Did they go to, like, compete?
Yeah, they're a competitor of ours.
Really?
Mhm.
All of them went to do their own thing, or kind of split, or
They're just
some fizzled?
They all
or-
went to one company. They
Interesting.
formed one, which
Hey.
is good, man. Like competition's good.
Made you better.
Yeah, absolutely. Made me, learn and grow. And
Maybe not the way you wanted it to happen.
No, but it was good for us.
It's the way life rolls, right? You don't get to choose all the ways it happens.
Nope. The good Lord only gives you as much as you can handle. He must have thought we could handle a lot that year.
That year they said, here you go, huh? What about like other offerings within the business? Is there anything that you offer like today that you didn't used to offer? Or?
Absolutely, man. So, we tint windows. We do
Okay.
window tint and clear bra now. We even detail cars.
Interesting.
Yep. So our detail
Like it's
team-
already sitting here. We
Yeah.
already half vacuumed out the glass in this thing.
We've got a very good window tinter. He's done it for a while. Our detailer's detailed for 20 years. And it was good. It allowed us to grow as a business. We kind of had some more. We can offer better pay.
One-stop shop for
Absolutely.
your customers.
There's lots of people that are excited when their door glass gets broke out. You change their door glass and tint their window. It's one stop.
Yeah.
They like it. You don't have to go.
They don't have to go right around with the window clear
Yeah.
on this side and tinted and everything else.
And it's just so that kind of stuff, and it's been good, man. Like,
So not veering too far off of the initial offering, but staying right around what you
Just
do, right?
staying
What's the next thing past what we currently do that's kind of connected?
absolutely. Like, I'd rather be really good at one than have 3 or 4 things we're mediocre at, right?
Yeah. So if you didn't feel you were great at installing glass, you wouldn't have probably have moved into doing the other
No,
things.
and I just like to stay with things that pertain to my main focus. Like auto glass is my main focus. Those are helpers to it, right? Like they help and they pertain to what we do every day.
It's kind of like when we started doing websites and stuff like that. Wasn't our main thing, but it was connected enough. I didn't want to tell people they
makes
had to
perfect
go
sense.
somewhere else. So yeah, we'll take care of it. And
Because
then
what happens if they go somewhere else?
Right.
If that guy offers website and marketing, he's probably going to there.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't
They'll
have to
just
deal
keep
with
him
2
there.
people.
So what would we do? We just do it so they can just stay here, right?
Yeah,
Type of a
absolutely.
thing. So, so that's kind of cool that you kind of added some services, and then that probably helped grow the business by a certain percentage. And
Absolutely.
Stuff like
Yep. That's kind of where our growth came from.
how important are contracts? Like actually like working with bigger businesses, not your mom and pop, or is your business like 50-50, like, you know, contracts or, you know?
So we really don't have contracts, but we have like companies that we work with on the daily. Like
Okay.
we work with Alpine Ford and Spradley Chevy and Spradley Kia and Black Hills and just a lot of those style of deals. And they could go anywhere, but
So it's not like a specific.
no, you do not. They don't sign contracts with you.
Yeah.
Um,
You don't become their only supplier and cut them a better deal. They just choose you because of the
You
better
do-
service.
I
or-
mean, you do take care of them, you
Yeah.
know, but as long as you provide a service and a very good service and a timely service, like I can tell you there's times that for Chevy and Ford and Kia that they've called at 7 p.m. Hey, I really need this because they bought this car and they're coming from Lubbock at 8 in the morning. Dude, I'll go get it. Like, I'll go to Springs and get that window for you
because you don't have it.
because I don't have it, but they're never going to go somewhere when you
if you always
provide
tell
that
them
kind of
yes.
service. And so like your accounts are huge in the slower times of the year, right?
They're what keep the business like steady. and
Yeah, absolutely. So they're extremely important, and having good relationships with them, and you know, just taking care of them.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, if you just do what you say, they're really not going to go anywhere unless you really screw up.
Well, and that's the relationship thing, right? Like you
Absolutely.
literally, if I bought the business tomorrow and I ruin a relationship next week, would that change in revenue if it's the wrong relationship?
Mm-hmm.
By one, oh, you're not Josh.
Yeah,
Oh, Josh would have done that for me.
absolutely.
Man,
You know, there's lots of times. 7 a.m. we do lots of windshields.
phone's always on.
Always.
I gotta tell people, I'm
Like
they're
4th
like,
of
this is
July
your
last
personal?
weekend.
Yeah.
It was a paid holiday for the employees. I transferred the phones to mine and I answered phone calls.
We went out on a content shoot on the 4th of July so then our employees could enjoy the day. You know
Yep.
what I mean? But but we committed one of our really good clients that does so much with us throughout the rest of the year had an event on 4th of July.
Yep. You just do
What are
the
you gonna tell
stuff
them
that
no for
other
that one?
people don't and you'll be very successful.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. Like one of the guys I listed, you know, scaling the unscalable. Build the thing that isn't easily replicatable, right?
Mhm.
Like if a client called right now and said they had something important going on this weekend in any state in the US, anywhere in the world, as long as I can get a flight, I'll grab my camera, we'll take our phones, our computers, we'll fly there, we'll shoot content with them, we'll go create content, you know. Maybe I want to do something else this weekend, but I'm willing to.
Absolutely.
Because guess what? I'll also make money this weekend instead.
And then there will come a
spending
point
it.
in your business that you don't have to do that. You'll have people to do that for you.
Yeah. But you got to do it long enough so you understand it, so you can
Yeah.
understand what that looks like, or pay them
Absolutely.
accordingly. How about like paying employees and like you said, like if you pay them well, you offer enough, like slowly trying to be competitive and pay with those bigger companies and different things like that. Like what have you kind of figured out with like paying employees, or how important is it to bring them in at a certain level or try to bring them up to a certain pay to keep them around or offer them benefits or what, you know what I mean?
So we're very close to, I'll be honest, we don't have benefits currently.
Yeah.
We're close. We're very, very close. But, you know, I like to do different things like, for instance, if you want your Windows 10 aid, yeah, that's on us. Or if we like to do bonuses.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, that when it's busy, you should be rewarded for it.
Yeah.
And, you know,
So kind of like a profit share thing, or based on what their production is,
no, just based on how the month goes.
as a bit like
Yeah.
somewhere like a profit share of rev.
And,
yeah.
you know, like if it's, and I'm bad about it because it is busy and I do forget, but like when Christmas rolls around, here you go, man. Here, you know, you don't take your vacation here. Let me pay you for that week, that 2 weeks. Let me pay you.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. And just being competitive, you know.
And being real for what each person needs or wants. Right?
Absolutely. And, you know, I feel like one thing we do better than the average is you go home without pay in this industry when it's slow. You don't go home without pay here.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
So-
Well, for somebody that needs a consistent income,
Yeah.
which everybody does.
Especially right now, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that is something that we do.
Josh and I were talking about $20 meals earlier today.
Yeah, that Bojangles is expensive.
He says it was great, but gosh dang it, it's
Yeah.
expensive.
So,
just double check this real quick. I heard something click, so we'll make sure.
Yeah, so just trying to, it's pays hard.
Pay is hard. As you get more, you try to give more, but it is well. And then when you have more employees, that split is harder to.
For sure.
It's not $2 jumps or $1 jump. It's 25, 50-cent jumps, and then you try to figure out how to get back to the.
Yep.
Or then you raise your prices, or profitability.
or-
It's such an interesting ecosystem.
For sure. Or, if your employee needs a new tool, or you just, whatever, you kind of tailor, each employee has specific needs,
Yeah.
right? And you just figure out what it is. And
Yeah. Which you still have to, it's not really like full benefits, but through Colorado, which I maybe don't agree with a lot of the things that they align with, but there is you have to offer that savings account.
Yep.
Once you're past a certain amount of employees, you have to give them, it's not much, but a little bit of sick time. Things we've been held to do, although they're not the full on big benefits packages.
yeah.
It's kind of actually a decent thing for small businesses because we have to offer a little bit.
Yep.
But it's not like you and I have both had jobs where you get X days off a year paid, you get paid, medical insurance, stuff like that. So
Yeah, and I don't know. I tried really hard to replicate the board of Waterworks. That's our holidays schedule. The big ones,
Yeah.
right? So we get 11 or 12 paid holidays a year. 4th of July falls on a Thursday. Well, we're going to take Friday off, or
So
you know what I mean?
there's not no benefits. It's just not your typical benefits.
It's just not your typical. But we're very close to having health, dental, vision.
trying to offer all that
Absolutely.
stuff within it.
Yeah.
Which that's a whole nother thing though, right? Because you're kind of paying for part of that to a point. So then it's does everybody want $2 more an hour, or does everybody want benefits, or $4 or $5 more an hour, or does everybody want benefits?
Well,
and
and
that's
it's-
such a crazy.
I'd rather give my employees the money than give it to the government.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Paying taxes sucks. So
Hopefully the the whole no tax on overtime and stuff like that. Man, if only I got that when I was. But I'm now I get whether I work 100 hours or 40 hours, I'm going to get paid the same money. But
Yep.
for an employee, hopefully that drives them to want to take on more
Absolutely.
overtime and stuff like that. If they take on those extra hours, which then helps you not need to go hire another person because they're willing to fulfill some hours and stuff like that too. So.
Yep, I agree. It's really hard. I think about it all the time. Man, do I want more? Do I not want more? But I will get. I'm gonna get one more.
One more.
One more.
So, well, I mean, it's been great talking to you. I mean, we could keep going for hours. I know
Yeah,
on
it's
different
fun.
things, or we could do a whole thing on just talking about racing and all that. I know because you have some side hustles that you do there too, and
Yeah, we're gonna put on a drag race here Labor Day.
you've, I think you do a little bit of flipping of parts, or we always buy and sell parts and different things like that, right? So,
Done that. Bought some. I'm gonna build a house at some point.
yeah,
To flip, to sell.
like a full construction build and then just sell it,
Yep. GC my own house.
yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm gonna do that at some point in my life.
Not
You
sure
know,
exactly.
No, not sure when, but just I want I watch and listen to lots of people that are a lot wealthier and smarter and
Done a lot.
a lot more than me, and they say the one way to get rich is to make money while you sleep. So, I've
So
gotta
right
figure
now
that
you
out.
just got to be awake for most of it. But
Absolutely right now, but no, just man, and every now and then, I have to sit back and think, man, I'm been very blessed, very.
if you got nothing more tomorrow, it's still pretty good.
Absolutely. You got to sit back and just be very thankful because there's a lot of people that I think would trade shoes with us.
If you put us in a ranking of life, if you're, one of the things I heard is if you've ever bought a $5 coffee, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Type of thing. If you ever went to Bojangles and spent whatever you spent last night,
You're doing okay.
you're doing okay in life.
I had a guy
And-
tell me just recently, we were talking about how it was slow and it's harder. It really is harder to make money today than it was 2 years ago. But if we all got into a bucket, say in a hole, there's lots and lots of people that would trade shoes with us.
100%.
And it's hard to sit back and think, man, I've done it. I'm pretty successful. I've got a beautiful wife and a kid I love to death, and I've got great parents and in-laws, and employees, like my employees are family, man. Like,
yeah, it's all good, right?
It is, and just very thankful to have the team and the support system and stuff that we have, because
It's fun.
it is. I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else.
Yeah, you know, it'll look a little different in 6 months or a year from now, and
Yeah.
a couple of years from now.
Hopefully it keeps going up, not down.
That's it. That's the whole goal. Once you get the machine moving, you just try to
Keep feeding it.
keep feeding it. It's a really weird deal. Well, one of the last questions I ask is, what does it take to not suck in business or life? If you had like kind of some advice or kind of a motto you live by or whatever, what does it mean to you to not suck in business or life? Go either way. It could be both.
So, I'll answer it both ways. Okay. So, for me to not suck in life is I always put my family first. Like, if you take care of your people, take care of your wife and your kids and your family, you've made it. Like, I have this conversation all the time. Success is a broad range, right?
Very.
Success to some is having a house and paying bills. Success to some is having Lamborghinis and all this money. So for me, not sucking in life is just enjoying the time with my family and making sure that I make them proud.
Mm-hmm.
If I make them proud, I've done it.
It's good.
I'm good.
Mom's happy.
Yeah,
Dad's
I mean,
proud of you. Like, yeah.
you know, I say this all the time, man. My mom works for me, and she said her life's never been so easy. Like,
How cool is that?
I will work for myself until the day she can't. My mom struggled, man. I'm not gonna lie, and I know she's probably gonna be mad at me for that and telling that, but
You're only who you are because of that.
absolutely, like,
You don't have the fire you have today unless you watch a parent struggle
absolutely.
to pay a bill or borrow some money.
I've paid rent since I was 16 years old.
Taught
That's
you a
not
lot, though,
normal.
too.
That's
But
not.
would you trade it for the world?
Absolutely not.
There it is. That's it.
And then in business, man, just do what you say you're gonna do and
Mhm.
work hard. Hard work wins 10 out of 10 times.
I'll just outwork you.
Yeah, I mean, you may be better than me, but I will outwork you. It's just how I operate, how I look at it. Like, Daryl Contreras taught me, man. Like, he showed me the way. Like, I'll never tell him, like, face to face, but without him, man, he got me on my path.
Major change.
Absolutely.
I've talked to Daryl a little bit. He's taken me to a couple networking things. I have a couple clients thanks to him, and I probably need to get him on here to talk about some business stuff.
He's smart, man. He's got, like,
He really likes it.
He's the guy that I had conversation with about define success.
Yeah.
Success to Daryl, I think, is not financial. Success to Daryl is helping the next guy get going.
I agree with that. Yeah.
You know,
He's done that with a lot of people.
absolutely.
He helps a lot, and he tries to. He gives a lot of opportunity to.
He gives lots of opportunity. And, you know, we've never done a business together, but I owe a lot to him. He helped me at the waterworks, you know, so.
Close enough. You might as
absolutely.
well been a partner at that moment. Huh?
Yeah, and he taught me. I'll say this too. He taught me that do not ever ask an employee to do something you're not willing to do yourself.
Yeah.
He may not do it every day, but I promise you, if he'll go do it.
It's never above him to.
No, absolutely not.
or
And
below
so
him to do it.
that's a very good, like. My employees, you know, commend. We work side by side. I'll never ask them to go do something I won't do.
I'm with you. Like, that's the leading part.
Yeah,
not being the
I always.
boss.
There's a guy that I listen to that says you need to be a leader, not a boss. And when you become a leader, everything's better at work.
It's hard. You got to check yourself sometimes, right?
Absolutely.
You're pushing, but then at moments you get not head in the cloud, but like, you know, sidetracked by things. Then you get humbled a little bit, and then you're like, okay, I'll do that, or I'll take care of that, or it feels good to get back into the grind too.
Absolutely. Like, I enjoy putting in windshields, man. Like, I enjoy the hard work. I enjoy breaking a sweat. I enjoy all aspects of it. So I'll probably never quit.
Love it, man. Well, thanks for coming on. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Yeah, thanks for having
We'll do
me.
another one here in maybe another year or something. See where
Yeah,
you're at,
we'll
see what's
see.
going on.
See if we've grown or shrunk.
Hopefully, it's only up from here, right?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
hopefully we just,
Or just keep everything.
Just-
As long as everything's good, I don't care.
yeah, absolutely. If I just stayed where we're at today, I'd be okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yep.
Cool, man.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.